One of my biggest complaints with the Quest 3 is actually the lenses, and not because I think they're bad. Personally, I think the Quest 3 lenses actually provide a pretty high-level VR experience, even compared to some pretty expensive headsets that I've tried and own. Pancake lenses across the board are pretty great because they allow for a much wider sweet spot and a little wider field of view than other lenses. And they don't have those gnarly Fresnel rings that we used to see all the time on VR headsets. When Meta launched this style of lens on the Quest Pro, it was seen as revolutionary. But there is a little bit of a trade-off that I think is worth knowing about. These are super duper easy to scratch, just like crazy easy to scratch. Since the Quest 3 launched, me and my team have probably done close to 1,000 lens replacements and refurbishments on these devices. And what sucks about that is that even though it's a problem, it's a totally avoidable problem if you get some lens protectors. But the problem with that is that most people don't. Why don't they do that? Because they can be kind of pricey. Decent lens protectors for the Quest 3 can range from anywhere between $20 and $50 a set, and that's the non-prescription ones. I'm just talking about a protective element here. So you spend $500 on a headset, you don't want to turn around and spend more on something that just shouldn't be that fragile to begin with. But then a few months goes down the road, you get a little careless with your glasses and what you clean them with, and boom, micro scratches. I did a video recently where I attempted to refurbish a particularly bad set of Quest 3 lenses and ended up just replacing them. But someone left me a comment on that video saying they were making their own lens protectors with hydrogel tablet film. And that kind of got me thinking, hey, that's actually a pretty good idea. I kind of like that. You could probably just make some pretty inexpensive, decently high quality lens protectors yourself. And a pack of 3 screen protectors is like less than $10, so I bought some hydrogel protective film to try this out myself. I've installed a bunch of different types of lens protectors, different brands and styles on different units for all sorts of folks, but I've never tried to make some. So today we're going to try it out and we're going to see if it's worth it. Alrighty guys, welcome back to Fix My Oculus, the channel where we fix, repair, tear down, and talk about all things VR. And if you're new here, consider hitting that like and subscribe button for more VR related content like this. And real quick before we get into it today, you guys ask me all the time in the comments, hey, what games should I get for my Quest? And usually I just have kind of a few default answers that I refer to because I got into VR a long time ago and I have a lot of old favorites. But recently I got the chance to play a brand new game that's actually really fun. It's called Taverns Takedown from LDLC VR Studios, and the best way that I can describe it is pure chaos in a medieval tavern. And that's exactly as fun and unhinged as it sounds. You're throwing mugs, you're smashing chairs, you're dodging punches, and then there's this whole card system and powers involved that honestly it just adds a lot more depth than I expected it to have. And some of the abilities that you get from this are just straight up funny, especially in the side areas. I think people forget that VR is supposed to be fun sometimes, and this game was a nice reminder of that. If you want to check it out, you can get it on your Quest or on Steam, and if you want to help support the channel, the link is down in the description below. If you love games like this and you've just really always wanted to be in the middle of a full tavern brawl in VR, it's definitely worth a try. Alright, so let's see if we can make some lens protectors. Just so you guys know, I wasn't super picky about what I got online. I just kind of got what was cheap and what was available and what would ship quickly, and this was a pack of 3 for $10. By comparison, the cheapest actual VR lens protectors that I could find on Amazon were these things. These are about $8 for a single set, and just to be like totally honest with you guys, they're kind of a pain to install. I've done a bunch of these, and it's not like the dust or getting the surface clean, it's the actual like getting things to align the first time and not having a bunch of creases and bubbles. You'd think that it would be kind of like a phone screen protector, but usually there's like some application tools that you can get for the phone screen protectors, or like you can use the Windex trick for a phone screen protector. With these, you don't really have that advantage. They're just a nuisance. I'm sure somebody out there is willing to make a case for them, but I just don't like these. Style of lens protectors that I really prefer not just for myself, but for installation purposes, are these ones. And this is not brand specific. There's a bunch of companies that make this type of a lens protector, but these just clip on to the cowling rings that go around the lenses on the Quest 3. And then you get these little magnetized sun protectors too. But like I said, if you're looking at something like this, or, you know, even some like the name brand lens protectors, they're not like crazy expensive, but they're not necessarily cheap either. You're ranging anywhere between $20 and $50 and potentially up, depending on the features that you get. Now, if you need prescription lens inserts, that's a totally different thing. I'm really just talking about protecting the lenses here, just having an extra layer to keep you from scratching them with your glasses or with your t-shirt or by the dog maybe. That's really the goal. We're talking about preservation, not necessarily function for glasses wearers. So anyway, this was about the cheapest option that I could find. It was 3 sheets for $10. And with that, you get the sheets, of course, and then you get some applicator tools. Now, before I get started, I do want to clean the lenses, make sure that all the dust and debris is out of the way, and I want to give myself a little bit more space to work here. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pop the silicone face shield off. Just kind of get this whole thing out of the way, you know? And then these lens cowlings, we got to get them out of the way too, because once we get those out of the way, we get these rings that kind of sit over the lenses. And then I can just kind of take the 3 screws that hold them in out. There's 1 and 2. I'm going to just try and blow away as much dust and stuff as I can. And then this comes with a little microfiber cloth and a little dust absorber, which is handy, and an alcohol prep pad. I think before I prep the surface, we'll go ahead and take a look at these sheets here. There's a lot of these sorts of options out there. These were trimmable, they were cuttable. And that was kind of important for this particular experiment. I couldn't get something that was super hard or super thick. It needed to be something that I could, you know, cut to shape, at least approximately. So, wouldn't you know it, because we took the rings off, I get kind of a free built-in tracing tool here, which is pretty convenient. Look at that. And you know what's interesting is you could probably get a few lens protectors out of this if you really wanted to. Saying. I mean, you could do this even way more efficiently than I'm doing it now. How many lens protectors do you think you could get out of this? 8, maybe? 9? If you were really trying. Just out of the gate, the lens protector material here is pretty durable. I'm really having to choke up on the scissors to get through it. Maybe an X-Acto knife would be better. I could probably cut this like exactly to shape if I wanted to, depending on how like precise I wanted it to be. I'm not too concerned about that, honestly, because there's a little bit of room here. There's a little bit of wiggle room. The lens is actually bigger than the surface that you see, so I think that that'll be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get this other one prepped too, so I can kind of knock them out at the same time. The material is actually kind of tough. I'm tempted to try to scratch the lenses after we get this installed, because it seems pretty resistant to my scissors. So I've got my 2 lens protectors now. Kinda. I know they gave me an alcohol prep pad. I'm probably not going to use that to clean the surface of these lenses, because I really don't want to put anything corrosive or any sort of alcohol on the lenses. I've made a few videos about lens cleaning and maintenance. You really don't want to use anything that's got alcohol in it or any sort of like ammonia based stuff, you know, no Windex or anything like that, because these are not glass like your phone screen. These are just plastic, so we need to try to take care of them. I will use the little provided dust absorber though, because I just find this satisfying, I guess. All right, this is one thing I was afraid of, actually. This is exactly what I hate about those other stupid little cheap protectors. Actually separating this film from its backing, it's just kind of a nuisance. Honestly. Now you can see the benefit of leaving myself a little slack here on the outside. And that's actually pretty good. There's like a little bit of bubbling, probably just from, you know, me never having done it before, first time application here. But that's a way better result than I get with these things. With these things, I'll just get so many bubbles and creases and stuff, and I'm just constantly trying to kind of work them out, and they're just a pain. Plus, you don't have slack, so you can't like there's no excess on the outside. They're just designed to fit inside like this little spot, so it's harder to work them. So just from the standpoint of like application, this is way easier than this. All right, round 2, here we go. It is genuinely a pain to separate this final layer just to get my thumbnail under it. And I'm not like one of those people that doesn't have thumbnails. I've got them. It's just tough. Same kind of thing as last time. There's a little bit of bubbling here, but because I've got this excess here, I can just kind of reseat it and try and get those bubbles out. All right. Okay. That's pretty good. And I mean, I don't have all the fun tools and toys that Jerry Rigs Everything does, but that is better to me than this. Not sure how well I'm capturing that right now. But I mean, you can see the lines that my screwdriver is making on this pancake lens compared to that. I feel like that's way better. Way, way better. Sweet. And just in case you were skeptical about me leaving excess on the outside there, you can just see that the rings here, just cover that up and hold that down. Like, I mean, that just kind of works, I think. Go ahead and get our screws back in here, and I think I'll turn it on and we can test it, and we'll make sure that there's not some weird side effect of these. I mean, so far so good. So yeah, I think that works. It doesn't look dimmer or anything to me. This is kind of how it looks through the lens protectors that I put on, and this is just through the normal one with the factory pancake lenses. Lens protectors and no lens protectors. I feel like that looks pretty good. If you guys notice a difference or feel like it doesn't look good, then you can let me know in the comments, I guess. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with that result. And again, this is like a budget DIY solution, right? These things are cheap. You can get these all over the place on Amazon and eBay and Alibaba and, you know, wherever for like $8 or $10, but they suck. I hate these. I hate installing them. You pay $10, you get one shot. If I had screwed this up, or if I wasn't happy with this, or maybe I had some bubbles or I poked a hole in something, I've got what, like 8 or 6 arguable tries per sheet, and I've got 3 sheets. That's pretty good. You could probably make a side hustle out of putting, you know, lens protectors on your friends' Quest 3s. Just throwing that out there. Little homemade, oh, you need lens protectors? Yeah, I can do that. $20. Get your little small business going in Quest repair. So yeah, you scratch these, you damage these, you need multiple sets for the family, or you've got multiple headsets. This honestly, it seems like a pretty good DIY solution. So I really appreciate comments like the one that suggested this video. I think that was a really clever idea. I hadn't considered it as an option, but I think it's a really good option because restoration, repair, and refurbishment of these pancake lenses is just something that I feel like I see way too much, and it bums me out because you could have a really good solution for, like, you know, less than $10 at the most if you only ever used 1 sheet and 2 protectors. But if you got 6 out of a sheet and there's 3 sheets, that's like 55 cents a lens protector. It's like $1 for a set. Anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. This was a really fun experiment to try, and I'm glad that it worked, and I'm glad I'm happy with the results. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. You think something like this is worth it? Would you do this at home, or would you just go with, you know, a nicer set of lens protectors? These, of course, are going to be way easier to install, but you pay for that convenience. So I guess just let me know what you guys think. And you know, if you've already scratched your lenses and you just don't know what to do about it, you can always head on over to fixmyoculus.com. I've got all the pricing for all of our basic repairs and services online, and if you need a quote or an evaluation for your device because you're not sure what's wrong with it, you can request one on our website there as well. We do headsets, we do controllers, and even if you don't see exactly what you think you need, you can always reach out to us because we're here to help. But I think that's really all I've got for you guys today, so we'll see you on the next one.